remind the people of your name and pronouns.
Oh, my name is Jediah. I am a man, Maury, but depending on the day, I like to go by she, her.
Okay.
How
Depending
y'all doing today?
on the day, you my sister, my bro, honey. Okay.
Okay, it's so funny because a lot of people be like, girl, and then they're like, oh, my bad. I'm like, girl, depend on the day. I'm not offended.
And depending on the person too, honey, because when they try it, honey, that's when you got to knock on wood.
Okay. I think your show did something for me. Remember when I was on your show and I was, you know, kind of like selling myself and whatnot and doing the things that the guests that you had on before, they were amazing, by the way. But I had met up with this boy from TikTok, I should say this man, and we were on a live for like 9 hours and we connected so well. And I remember, um, whatever, I get down there and he's loving on me. I'm sure you've seen some of the videos because I posted some videos of him and I on my TikTok. Sadly, they're no longer there because I had to like remove them just for my viewing pleasure because the day before yesterday, we were having a conversation on the phone and he let me know some things and it was clear that I liked him more than he liked me. And it was time for me to kind of like cool it on that. Uh, but I will say, I am not discouraged. I am more open to receiving love and to giving love. I'm not going to let that man ruin my experience. So, with that being said, the inbox is open, boys.
I love it. I love it.
So, I think you did something for me
I,
subconsciously.
I love it, and I love the perspective. I mean, I'm sure you know from experience already, and based on the conversation that we had before, you're aware of how everybody not does not come in your life for the purpose that you may want. But a lot of people serve purposes that you may not even be sure why they're there right now. But at the end of the day, oh God, I look like a white woman with a bad tan under this
No,
light.
actually, you've been looking really good tonight. You've been looking great tonight. I love the cheetah print.
Thank
Love the hair. You could tell the face is beat for the gods, honey.
I
And the lighting is nice. You look great.
thank you. But back before I got distracted by my tan, um, you know how it goes. Some people are for a reason, some people are for a season, some people are forever.
That's the truth. And it's so crazy because I'm glad that I decided to come back home because girl, I was ready to remember I told you I'm ready to move for love. I am ready to move for love. I'm ready to take those leaps. I'm ready to really put myself out there because for a long time I haven't. I didn't think that I was worthy. I didn't think that I was worthy of receiving love and to being happy because of my past and because of all of my experiences that I've been through. But baby, being loved on like that, I know I'm deserving.
Baby. And maybe that's all that child needed to serve. Maybe that child only needed to reinforce things that you were already growing to learn, things that you were growing to know. And, maybe your sis threw some of that energy in the atmosphere. But ultimately, it sounds to me like that child was just a reminder of what's waiting for you, you know?
Exactly. Because I don't wait for nobody. I'm an Aquarius, he's a Taurus. So you already know how that goes. And I said, no, no, no. You don't love me. This I know, boy. People. The people.
I
The
understand
people.
it.
Yes. So yeah, with that being said, I love that I can speak freely on here. I be feeling some type of way speaking on TikTok because I know he follows me, and I don't want to make it seem like if I'm talking about him, because it definitely has to do with me too. But what I will say is, we had a conversation. He pretty much said um, that it was so wishy-washy, right? Because at first he was like, okay, we're gonna have the boyfriend experience, and I didn't know how to feel about that because I already know I fall hard. I fall hard. I love hard. I fall hard, and I'm in it. And I will say that he was in it too. And on the last day, he did something really mean, and he made me cry. And I already know I turn up. I turn up. But I already knew that that wasn't going to get my point across. So I sat there with my eyes welled up with tears, just crying my eyes out, really communicating to him. And I think that opened up something in him. And then he started crying, and it was like you have to like pry him open just to communicate. And he was able to communicate in that moment. And then we made the best love afterwards. He's toxic, toxic, like toxic. And then after that, we're like getting ready. We, get in the shower. We're getting ready to, literally get up and make breakfast. And he starts crying again. And I'm like, why are you crying? Like, and I'm like wiping his eye, tears away. And he's like, I'm gonna miss you when you leave. And I fucking lost my shit. Like, I was like, do not do that. Like, do not do that. Like, and I'm bawling. Like, and you could even see from the pictures that we took, like, right after that, like, you could see our eyes were so, we were just crying our eyes out, and we got a lot closer. And then when he dropped me off at the bus, he told me he loved me. And then I get home and everything, we're communicating really well. And then I start seeing the pattern. I'm calling him, but he's not calling me. And I'm chasing him. And then it was like, because it was weird because every morning I woke up to a good morning text. And then one day that didn't happen. And then he's like, oh, well, why didn't I send him a good morning text? He likes to be chased and shit like that. And then I just found myself chasing him. And the fuck I look like chasing somebody. It was easy because you know how hard it is. I'm gonna open myself up here because I feel like I can, and I think I need to release myself from the shackles of the stigma of it being dirty or nasty. But being HIV positive, it's really hard because having that conversation could literally push people away in a heartbeat, or it could bring you closer. And it's kind of fucked up how I found out that he had it. Um, but then it was like we didn't need to have that awkward, difficult, weird, and sometimes
Thing
shameful conversation.
he said.
I thought he was the one.
I mean, honestly, we gotta give you a shout out to your growth. Like you said a lot about him, but in actuality, you've been saying a lot about yourself and the whole spiel about him.
I definitely make it my business to show the real side of my human side. Because when you go online and you go on social media, you notice a lot of people put their best foot forward and they won't even touch the surface of the stuff that they go through in their life. And I remember for a long time, I used to compare myself to other people on social media and be like, why was that not me? Why can't that be me? What is it that I'm doing wrong? The whole time I'm not doing nothing wrong. They're just bow wow challenging it the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
And I choose to show that I'm real. And I live in a shelter and I'm not embarrassed by it because this is where life has me at the moment. And always know that you are where you are supposed to be at all times. Never question it. Sometimes it may be hard, but you know what? Nothing, and I mean nothing, lasts forever. I feel like much more freer just saying it on here. Like I don't think I would go on TikTok, but like here in this very, very moment, I feel just comfortable. And I think it has something to do a lot with happiness, right? Because today I started a new job. I've been trying to get into this career since 2013. And bitch, I'm in it. Okay. I done made $35 tip, doing barely nothing, making good money. Like she said, when I got there today, she said, you have 56 hours sick time and you can use it from here on out. I said, what? What? Now, I would never call out in the first 3 months, honey, on probation. But the fact is that that is available, and I've been working in the field for so long. I've been asleep for the past 9 years, and my spirit has awakened. I'm doing what I love, and today didn't even feel like work. And the people that I'm surrounded by, they're very hospitable. When you go into spaces and you have to kind of like be reserved because you don't know how people are going to treat you. Not a moment today did I feel shade from anybody. Not a moment today did I feel envy. Not a moment today did I feel like, oh, look at this bitch. Not a single fucking moment. And it's been a long time. Now, this is just the first day, so I'm not gonna get carried away now, but I'm going into it with that energy. I,
Yeah.
I, I, I literally had to pat myself on the back last night because then I realized how many times I actually go through so much bad stuff and I beat myself up. But even when the small victories come, I don't even celebrate my small victories. But last night I had a conscious decision. I said, you know what? I'm really sitting here and I've got into the field that I've wanted to get in for such a long time. And I'm acting like, oh, whatever, it's nothing. No, that is something to celebrate. That is something for me to be happy about because just June the 3rd, I had started a job that I thought that was going to change my life, and I got fired the first day because of some jealous, you know how that go.
As my grandmother would say, that wasn't meant for you.
And for so many years, I've tore myself down. I've tore myself down. I don't know. I'm going to be 35 in January, and I look this good. Oh, bitch, we're going to eat up every moment, okay? Every fucking moment. I'm grabbing life by the balls, and I'm also grabbing it by the schlong.
Grab that motherfucker by the horns and ride that motherfucker. And JJ finds everybody where you're at and how to get in contact with you since the DMs are back.
Y'all can follow me on TikTok. My inbox is open, boys. Period. At URGAYBESTFRANNX10. That is your gay best friend times 10. Her. And I'm right here on Instagram. I'm on Twitter at UGBF _UGBF.